something for the record. Tell the people what you feel.
Fuck the record and fuck the people.
I knew Lynn back in the old days in like 91, even maybe 89. He was a bass player in a band called Lethal Dose. And he was a little kid, man.
He used to grab my bass all the time, just start slapping the shit out of it.
Really?
Yeah, and just like, here you go, bro. And he like got nicks all over.
Yeah, he was a maniac.
I'd be like,
he beat the fuck out of his bass. I mean, how I found Lynn was hilarious because I already started calling myself Snot before I had a band. And I had these, I had a little 4-track. I was looking for a vocalist.
Yeah.
You know, and I was handing out these tapes, and I walked into this show at this place called Buster's in Santa Barbara in '94, and there was a band there playing called Clue playing, and I had no idea who they were. I didn't even know Lynn was the singer. I knew him as a bass player from Lethal Dose.
Yeah.
I walked in, and I saw this guy stage dive off the stage, the singer, land on a table full of pizzas and pitchers of beer. And there's little kids and families.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and
like,
just blow out the whole
table.
table.
It was like a Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Yeah, it was similar. It was kind of like that. And he just blew out the table,
Yeah.
pictures everywhere, pizza all over, and he's kicking his feet in the air, screaming. Yeah. And I was like, that's the dude I need. And I didn't even know it was Lynn. I just saw some dude kicking his feet in the air, making a fucking ruckus, man, making a mess, you know, pissing everybody off. And I talked to him that night and said, look, I got this project. Would you be interested in coming and check it out? And then he did, and then it was me and him, and then...
You got Tumor?
Yeah, and then after that we found Tumor, and then...
And Sonny?
And Sonny, and then Jamie came in, and then...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by
like
late '95, we were all a band.
I got to tell you once again, I'm trying to my crew cause you just can't win. I like to hear the sound when you smoke crack. If you do talk right, fools attack y'all. Gonna take it down with a vet funky sound. Got a steel crown, I didn't mess around. I know you hear my voice cause you got no choice. The volume of my crew still disputed.
Lynn Strait called you too, didn't he?
Yeah, well they all called me, yeah.
Yeah.
But Lynn was the one on the phone. You know, it was Easter Sunday, '95. And I had been out all day, whatever, with family, and I got home and playing like NBA Live '95. Nice. It's when they shifted it, and it was like almost 3D.
Yeah.
And so I'm rocking it. My girl answers the phone, landline, hello? Oh, yeah. And she's like, it's for you. Oh, yeah. Hello? And this voice says, Sonny, I've been trying to get a hold of you all day. And I go, well, who's this? And he says, this is Lynn. And I said, what do you want? And he said, I want metal. And I said, you called the right place. And that Lynn Strait, like, yeah. When I said you call the right place, he was just
that Lynn Strait voice,
dude. You know, well, yeah. That is verbatim our first conversation ever. Yeah. Literally, I was like, what do you want? Metal. What do you want? He was like, I was like, what do you want? He said, metal. I was like, crack. And I said, well, send me some music. So they had to mail me a tape.
Oh, a cassette tape?
1995.
Oh, 95,
So they mailed me a tape. I started getting all my affairs in order. I took it, you know, my goal was to leave like Memorial Day weekend. Mm-hmm. And John, in fact, had flown back to deal with some personal issues, and he lived in Maryland.
Yeah.
And so we drove out together. And I arrived on May 27th, 1995. Wow. 2 years to the day later, this was released. On that day, May 27th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were signed about a year after I got there. About a year and a half, I guess. Right at the end of '96, we got married. Got signed.
Yeah.
And to Geffen Records, and then we released that on May 27th, '97, which is also the day that Dobbs, right here, Lynn had bred him with another boxer, and she gave birth on that same day, on the day the album came out with his picture on it.
Oh, that's a lot.
And it was 5 boys, and there were 5 of us in the band.
That's crazy.
We didn't all get a dog. I was in no position. I could barely take care of myself at the time. I didn't have a dog.
Raise my stomach, turns powers by effortlessly. Strike with fingers, you know I won't wait. Stick your fingers in my ass, because just like somebody but my right, they can't fight. Way the masses with on fire. Oh, living to live in fear, they never learn. Like the match, blaze one higher. I need to
That dude had a an aura about him that was like, it was awesome to watch him with the fans because he was just very likable and very open and everything like that. But to me, it's like when you would see him around girls, like it was just kind of like this invisible force. I mean, like watching him, and they would just kind of like gravitate toward. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
what is he doing?
Dude, you're a chick magnet, man.
No, I'm not. It's like we're come from a one-woman band.
Yes, he is. Here, look.
This is it. This is my friend Jenna.
Hey, what's up? This is Mark from Hed PE.
And this is Chad from Hed PE.
Really?
I think we've toured to this day more shows with Snot than any band.
Yeah, the tours that first put us on the map was with Snot, and it's just an honor for us to have known the guy personally. There was no one like Lynn, and obviously he passed way too soon.
Seen too many good people, die way too early. Lynn Strait being one of them. It was pretty intense. Definitely counted him as a friend. We spent many nights on tour partying. He used to let me have a bunk in the Snot tour bus at a time when Hed PE was still traveling in a tiny little RV. So him and I got into many deep conversations. He'll be missed.
Or better yet, come out the way Snot frontman Lynn Strait did.
Probably the toilet got most famous because of Lynn Strait, the guy from Snot, Ozfest 98.
It's Lynn from Snot, all right?
He was a very, very funny guy.
He was so naughty.
Do I have to get naked people for you to remember my name?
I was out there watching Limp Bizkit, whatever, just checking it out, and I see this head on top of a head walking up the stairs, and I'm like, wow, he's naked and just in a pair of sandals and socks.
It was Fred Durst daring me to do something, and
He's at the root of everything.
He is.
He came out of the toilet totally naked.
I said, I'll come up on that bare ass naked. And he's all, oh yeah?
I see Lynn come out of the toilet, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? I see his head, then I see he's got no shirt on, but that just summer,
Yeah.
Then he has a big Snot sticker, like a big one on his chest, right? And then he comes out, bro.
It's like in boxer shorts. That's it.
Right?
Yeah, just boxers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got this girl with a leash on, pulls his underwear down.
And she's on her knees, and she goes right in front of him.
And blew him in front of 22,000 people.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm watching this going, oh my God.
There's a father with a daughter in front of me in the amphitheater.
Little daughter.
He literally takes her head and turns it the other way, and I stood up and went with the camera and went back down.
Oh man.
I seen our managers at the side of the stage. They were like this. They were just like,
the best story
they
ever.
were just like, oh.
The police saw it and were looking for him.
And he got chased off stage by the cops. He ran into my dad's dressing room.
And that was a complete accident.
He knew that nobody would get him if he was in Ozzy's dressing room.
Security guards or cops just, they don't want to go in there and they're just not allowed.
I found the first door and I opened it up and Sharon Osbourne standing there laughing hysterically.
He came into my dressing room stark naked.
And her little youngest daughter's just coming out of the bathroom. What's going on? She says,
I'm taking a piss and he walks in.
Mommy, there's a man in here naked.
I'm naked and I need to use your bathroom.
Hey, dude, can I hide you? Go on, Lynn.
Sharon, I've never met you before. I'd love to meet you under better circumstances, but if I don't run out the back right now, I'm gonna get arrested.
I'm throwing stage clothes at him if Ozzy's to put on anything.
We snuck him out the back door and pretended like he wasn't in there, and the police lost him, but he ended up getting arrested.
The naked trick worked. I told them all, and they said it wouldn't work, but the naked thing works. Yeah.
Just constantly reminiscing about Lynn and speaking about all the things that we did and what he would do, and I mean the stories are endless. I mean every day with him was some kind of drama, whether it be he's just constantly pushing the law, testing people. He was just honestly he was out of control. I mean there's a lot of times we were like, man, you got to calm down, you got to sit down, and he's like, fuck that shit. He was a hard person to I want to say, to just try to keep control of, because he was always doing something constantly, and a lot of it was just getting in fucking trouble. He liked to create trouble. He if you mouthed off to him or crossed his path in the wrong way, he'd be the first to knock you out. I mean, the guy, he was definitely a rebel.
Ultimately, before Lynn died, he and I made up, because he and I were not friends when I left the band. We were not friends. And ultimately, they were like Jamie Miller, the drummer, and then the guy who had replaced me left the band. And there were 3 shows that were booked, and they asked me to play. Lynn was like, hey man, will you play these shows with us? I said, yeah dude, I'll do it. And it was great, man. We buried the hatchet or whatever, made peace, and killed it these last 3 shows. We were on fire, man. That band was, especially Lynn, it was so explosive that it's like it couldn't continue, man. Yeah. The last conversation I had with him, man, was really beautiful. I'm so happy. We had been on tour with each other for years, and on 30-hour drives, maybe talk for 25 minutes straight, one-on-one, and then we talked for 3 hours on the phone, man. And at one point I was like, dude, we've been on the phone for 3 hours, and he goes, rad. Anyway, so check, and we kept talking, and it was so cool, man. Then a couple days later, Mikey Doling calls me, and ironically, I don't know if it's ironic or not, but I was living with my friends, and I had my own phone line, and I was watching TV, and a Geico commercial came on, and I was like, I don't have insurance, and I'm driving all over the place. Oh, I called Geico for a quote. My friend comes in with the phone. Mikey called her line, and she's like, hey, Mikey's on. I gotta tell him I gotta call him back. And she goes, oh, okay. And she turns around, and she goes, oh. She's like, hey, Sonny, he said he really needs to talk to you. And so I'm on the phone. Hold on, Geico. Hey, Mikey. And he goes, are you sitting down? And I said, hold on. I gotta go. Click. And I said, what's up, dude? And he goes, he's gone, bro. I knew exactly what he meant. He just goes, he's gone, bro. And I was like, damn. I literally went, damn. That's today. We all knew it was gonna happen, man. It's just how Lynn was. Lynn would love you to death or hate you to death, but either way, he was going to kill you.
Here's Lynn Strait.
Lynn Strait.